Greetings of the day to all of you all. I'm going to walk you all through the demo of Specktron interactive panel. Okay, this panel which you all are seeing here is a 65-inch panel. We have got 75, 86 and 98 depending on the size of your room and the strength of your class. Okay, and this panel is a 4K panel. It's a 4K resolution panel. It got multiple ports. For example, it's got 3 HDMI port, it's got a C port, it's got a VGA port, and there are 4 USB ports in the Android version, and there are 4 USB ports in the OPS, and there are few ports over here in front of the panel as well. Just got HDMI, USB, touch port and everything. Okay, and regarding the hardware, it's a 3-layer toughened glass. It's a 3-layer toughened glass which we have over here. It's anti-glare as well. Like now, when we say anti-glare, you can stand at this distance of the panel around 24/7. It will not affect your eyes, or neither the students or anybody who's viewing this panel at a closer distance. And then it is a scratch proof as well. I've got a metal over here in my finger which I can just write on that metal. It will not scratch at all. Okay, yes, these are being tested and proven to certain level. When I say it is unbreakable, it is scratch proof and all those things, it to certain level is being tested. Yes, but I have the intention of breaking it. If I take a rock stone and if I throw on it, it will break. Or if I take a compass type of a sharp object and if I scratch it on it, yes, it will break. Okay, then coming to the software part of it, like now there are 2 platforms over here. If I show you, there is Windows, which is called the PC, and then there is Android, which we give. And the Android, we give you Android 11 version with like now 4 GB and 32 GB storage, and it is expandable depending on the requirement of the client. We have got 864, we have got 128 as well. And in the Windows part of it, we give you i5 processor, 8 GB RAM with 256 SSD storage, but that also is scalable depending on your requirement. It can be scaled up also. So I'll just run it through you the software in the Android version, which is called Note software, which there are multiple tools are over here. I'll be going through these tools one by one over here. The first tool is called the pen tool, which there are 4 different type of pens over here. Okay, the first one is called the writing pen. It got 2 type of nibs, one nib in the front and one at the back, which can use dual type of pen, which I've already selected the ink over here, and I select the pen and I can start writing on this panel like this way. You can see I can start writing on it. I'll select this, and if I want to underline, all I'll do is just use the reverse part of the pen and I can start underlining this. And this is a finger touch as well, where I can even use my fingers also to write on it. And at the same time, it is multi-touch, where 10 of them can simultaneously write on this panel. Okay, artistic type of pen, where if you want to write any other different, like no artistic, you can just keep writing like this. You can increase the thickness as well. If you want it more thick, you see the difference of it over here like this. Okay, then the next is the freehand pen, where if you want to draw anything, you can just keep drawing over here like this, like no. And the other pen is called the stamp pen. If you want any images to be brought over here, you can use this pen and just draw the closest image, where you can get so many images over here, and then you can select it whatever you want. So these are the 4 different type of pens over here. The next tool is called the eraser tool, where I can select this tool over here. I can increase and decrease the size of the eraser, and by just like no erasing it like this, I can start erasing over here. Okay, and then the other eraser is called the full, where I want to delete the full page over here, but just a single tap over here, the full page gets deleted. Okay, then if I want to get back whatever I deleted, there's an undo and redo button over here, where I can just click, everything will come back for me over here as it was. Okay, then the next type of eraser is where your finger becomes your pen. Your finger becomes your pen, and if you put palm on this panel, and your palm becomes your eraser as well. Okay, where your finger is, where you can start writing in your finger, and just press your palm on the panel, and then because this becomes an eraser, we can just erase it like this way. So these are the different options of the tools which can be used over here. Then the other tools are, for example, there are ruler, protractor, everything. If I select max tools over here, like now if I select a ruler, I can increase and decrease the thickness. If I want to draw an angle, all I have to do is just draw a straight line, then curve this angle over here, this ruler over here, to whichever degree I want it, and then I can draw one more line and I can close it. I've got might be a 45 degree or 50 degree angle drawn over here. Same thing with the protractor. If I select a protractor, I can move it wherever I want, like this way. Okay, now if I want to increase and decrease it, all I have to do is just zoom in and zoom out like this way. I can start increasing. If I want to draw an angle, keep it at a 60 degree like this, click on the tick mark and close it. I've got a 60 degree angle drawn at one shot over here. Okay, like that there are different type of tools over here. Now the next tool is the shape tool. There's a 3D shape and a 2D shape as well. The first one is a 2D shape, whereby just selecting a 2D shape by a single drag, I get a circle drawn like this. Okay, then the first tool is called the shape recognition tool. Now if I select this tool and if I ask a layman to draw a circle, like now you'll draw a freehand circle like this, you can see it takes its shape automatically. Or if I want to draw a triangle like this, a freehand triangle, it takes its shape automatically. So these are the 2D shapes over here. Then there are 3D shapes, where if I want to draw any 3D shapes, just select a 3D image, click any diagram I want, and just by single drag I get a 3D shapes coming over here. Okay, then the next tool is called the table tool. If I want to insert rows and columns, I can just select how many ever rows and how many ever columns I want and just say insert, and that will be inserted over here. And then I can write whatever I want in it. For example, I'll just write this as 1 2 3 4 5. Like now you can see automatically it starts even adjusting the row and column. If in case I'm going to draw a little below it, you see it automatically adjusts the row and column as well. Or if I go a little out of that, it automatically adjusts like this. So this is between the row and column. Then the other tool is the mind mapping tool. If I want to do any mind maps, there are tools to do mind maps as well. Like now I can just select this mind map over here, I can drag it wherever I want it, keep it over there, and then if I want to write anything in it, just select it, write over here like this one, and then you get all other objects if you want to do. If you want to increase more like blocks, I can actually increase it like this or increase it like this. So if I want to just add one more block this side, I can just add like this. Okay, so this is the mind mapping tool. Now the next tool is called the preview tool, where say if I am a chemistry teacher or maths teacher, I'll have these long equations to be written. Okay, so that time I can use this preview tool. I'll write from top to bottom like this, use this preview tool over here, and just move this page up over here, and I can start writing as well. Just keep writing, again use this preview tool, move it up and start writing. And this is a endless canvas. It can keep going how much ever you have till your end of your equation is done. Okay, now if you want to view the full equation, all you have to do is select this preview tool again and just zoom in like this way. You can get your full equations over here. So I've used 3 pages to finish off my equations. So imagine the number of pages you can use only in this small 65-inch panel. Apart from that, there are pages over here. This is also infinite canvas. You can keep adding pages, how many ever pages you want over here. This is also endless, and it starts automatically saving in these pages. So once you have finished, you can even use this option save as, or you can export it in different formats. There are 4 different formats you can export it in, that is image format, PDF and IWF format, and the SVG format. These are the 4 different formats you can export it in. So you can send it in the group if you all have any groups formed by the school or college, whatever, you can just send it in this group, whatever's been done for the day over here. Okay, so then the other one is, for example, you can change your background as well. There are templates like inbuilt templates over here. Then there are backgrounds as well. Say if you do want it as a whiteboard, you want it different, any other different color, you can just keep changing these colors over here like this. Okay, so this is how. Then there are background templates. If in case if I want a graph, there are two different type of graph, just select it, you get a graph like this. Or if you want a 4-line, you just select like this background, you get a 4-line background like this. I'll just make it as this. Okay, these are the different type of backgrounds and themes which you can use in this panel over here. Okay, then the other option is, for example, there are different other apps which is given. For example, there is Bytolo class as well. Now Bytolo class is another type of app just like Node, with a little bit extended version of the tools over here, which will be the common tools are writing, erasing and all this. The other additional tools are, for example, say if I want some 3D images to come over here, I just click on this earth, I get a 3D images coming over here, and then I can move it like this wherever I want. I can zoom in, zoom out, whatever it is, and then I can start even editing on this over here. Say for example, this is India, I can start editing like this way. Same thing, there are different type of planets over here. If in case if I want a Venus, I can get a Venus over here. I can move it like this, rotate it any side I want. I want to zoom in and zoom out, I can just zoom in and zoom out like this way. Okay, then there are all other different, for example, say if it's a geography, I can, for example, for geometry, I can use a diagram like this by just a single drag like this. I can make a square, then by just dragging it, a box comes. Then I can start filling in this box whatever I wanted to color. For example, say I'll fill this one color, then I'll fill this as another color. For example, I'll fill this as another color, then this as another color. And then if I want to rotate it, I can start rotating it like this way from top to bottom, or from my left to right like this way. I can start rotating. So these are how you can use these 3D images like this. Apart from that, there are other apps. For example, say if geometry apps are there. For example, if I want to use these diagrams, then there are, for example, periodic table is there. If in case if I'm a chemistry teacher, I need some periodic tables, I can get a periodic table here. Then I can change all whatever I want. Say if I want only as a main group, I want elements, or I want all the elements. For main group, I just select main group, I'll get only the main group coming. Then if I want to select, for example, as only atomic numbers, I select this, only atomic numbers will come. These type of apps which is there, which is called Bytolo class. Say if in case if I'm a music teacher, I can still use this tools, because there are music tools also over here. For example, say piano is over here, where I can just play any chord. All these chords are automatically, see, all these chords will automatically be numbered over here, so the students can even take down exactly how the tune can be played over here. So these are the different type of apps which Specktron gives, which allows you to write, draw and annotate everything like this. This is the one. Then the other one is, the other app is Chrome is there, browsing is there, then Finder, Keeper. Now Finder is nothing where you want to store your file, whichever you are doing in the Android version. If you want to store, that is the Finder. The Keeper is safe in case if you have any unwanted files, you want to just delete it in the trash can, everything like this, it can clean up your memory over here. This is called the Keeper. Okay, then the other apps as usual, visualizers are there. Then WPS is there. WPS is nothing like Android Office version, where you can open your Word, your Excel and your PPT, all that one. So these are the different type of softwares which is there. Okay, then the other tools which can be done is, for example, these are all other tools which you can do. If you want to have a stopwatch, you can even have a stopwatch as well. Just click it start, and then if you want to just lap wise also, you can start monitoring it like this way. Say if I want the first lap, now this will be the second lap, like this you can start monitoring over here. Then the other one is, for example, I can do is this split screen, where one part of it will become my board and the other part of it I can either open my Chrome Browsium, or for example I can open my PPT, PDF or any video files over here. For example, I've just opened a heart and see like this, videos can start playing over here. At the same time as the video is playing, you can start even writing over here the other part of it, you can start writing over here like this. See, as the video is playing, yeah, the video will be playing over here. At the same time, you can start writing also. Now another tool is there where if you want to take a snapshot of this video over here and you want to discuss it about little later on, might be you want to first finish off the video and discuss this part later on, you can just use like this, say insert over here, and then this file will automatically be inserted over here like this way. Then you can make this small, like now you can just make it small like this way, move it wherever you want, like now make it small like this, move it wherever you want, and then the video will start playing, so that a little later on you can start discussing about it. Then another tool is, for example, there's a spotlight tool as well, like now where you can just do your settings, zoom in, zoom out, or make this more black. This is called the spotlight tool over here, where you can just spotlight on certain images and you can start discussing over there. Like this is called the spotlight tool over here. So this is all the different type of tools where you can use in the Android version. Okay, and now say if you want to even record the screen, even the screen recording also is possible, where the tool is called recording tool. We can just say record, just start the timer, and then it will start going through, and now your screen is starting to record. So whatever you are doing over here will start recording. Even the audio as well will take. For example, say like this, and then I can start writing on this over here. Okay, now I'll just close this and then I make this note level. You see, automatically all these will start recording over here. Then I can stop my recording, and then if I ask where, it will ask me where you want to save it. I'll save it over here, and now this is the video which is being played over here, so I can start opening this like this. Now this is all which I have recorded. It's called a screen recorder. You see, even the audio also picks up over here. There you go. So this is how the Android version can be used in this panel over here. Okay, now these are all the tools I showed you all in the Android version of the panel. Now I'll be switching on to the Windows part of it. That means this is your PC, where you can just drag from over here, click on the tool which is called PC. Now this is your Windows version of it, which, as I told you, we give you all i5 processor, 8 GB RAM with 256 SSD is the default storage. It is scalable to whatever your requirements over there. Okay, and then we give you a software which is called Note software. Okay, mode, I'll just take it to desktop mode. Click on the mode, and then I take the teaching mode. Okay, which we give you a software which is called Note software. And now the Android, the Windows part of it, the PC part of it, there will be a little bit detailed version of the tools. In the Android, you see there are limited version. In the Windows, there's a detailed part of it. For example, we'll give you the same writing, erasing, drawing, annotating, and everything. The first tool is called the pen tool. If you can see here, there are 7 different type of pens are over here. The first one is called the art tip pen. As I told you, you can increase and decrease your thickness, select any color, and you can start writing on this over here like this. Okay, you can start writing over here. Then different pen, as I told you, this is for artistic type of pen. Then this is for highlighter, if you want to highlight anything. Then this is for freehand, if you want to draw anything, a freehand type of a drawing like this, see, it's just a freehand type of drawing. Then the other one is called the laser pen, which will just write like this, and after a few minutes it will start vanishing. Then the default type of stamp pens are over here, where you can use these default stamps, or if you want to get any stamps, you can just click over here, select any images, say okay, and by a single click you get one images. By just dragging, you get multiple images coming like this. Okay, and the last pen is the gradation pen. You can select any gradation over here, whatever gradation you want, and you can start writing on like this. Okay, so these are the different type of 7 different type of pens. Then at the same time, if you want to erase, there are different type of erasers in this, irrespective of the Android, where you add one type of erasing. This has got 3 different type of erasers. The first one is called the duster type. You can just select it by just using the behind of the pen. You can just erase it like this. The second one is selection. If I want to only erase this, or if I want to only erase this, you can start erasing like this. And the third one is full page. By just sliding it towards your right, the full page gets deleted. And as usual, the undo and redo button is there. We can get everything back. Okay, same thing, you can start increasing, like you can start adding pages over here. Again, infinite type of pages you can start adding over here, different type of pens, like then there are shape tools, different type of shape. By clicking a diagram, you can just by single drag you can use one. Then you can increase the thickness of this. You can fill the color, whatever color you want, or you want a duplicate copy of it, you can just select this and just drag and click how many ever number of duplicate copies you want. By just dragging it, you can get multiple number of duplicate copies over here. Okay, then the other one, as I told you, is the toggle pen. That's mean the preview one, which you can select a pen and you can start writing from top to bottom or left to right, and use this preview tool and just move this page up like this way, and you can start writing like this. Keep moving it, start writing like this. And if you want to see everything, select the toggle tool and just zoom in like this. You can see all the pages which you have written. Now in the Android version, in the Windows version of it, the best part of this tool, the handwriting recognition tool, where whatever you start writing over here, it will start converting into a text. Okay, and now this text can even be read out loudly. For example, I'll just read this, and I'll just increase the volume of it first so that you'll be able to hear. Then I select this word and then select read. You see it starts even reading whatever it starts writing. It can be in a text format or it can be in a sentence format. It will start reading whatever we write on this panel over here. Okay, then the other one is the next tool is called the settings tool, where if you want to change different type of backgrounds here, you can start changing by a single click like this. You can start changing the backgrounds. Then there are display backgrounds over here. If in case you want a graph paper, you want a square paper, or you want a 4-line like this, you can start changing. Or if you want any default type of a physical education diagrams to be coming over here, you can even do that. Or if you want a black one, just go here, select a background over here like this. Okay, then there are other teaching backgrounds, default backgrounds. Say if I'm a max teacher, I want some tools to be come here like this, you can get default tools coming. Or if I'm a kindergarten teacher, I want some type of a creativity to be done over here like this. By a single click, I can get these type of diagrams coming over here like this. So here, these type of creativity type of backgrounds are coming. Or if I want a normal background, just select this, you get a normal background over here. Okay, then the next settings tool I'll be showing all is the disciplinary tools, where we have taken few subjects over here, so that we will show you as a demo. But then irrespective of this, even the normal teachers, they can do some type of a diagrams or some type of a content, bring the pen drive, put it here, and they can get it and bring it into their main board over here. I'll show you a few things which you can do. For example, I take a subject called chemistry, where there are all these apparels are over here, different type of apparels over here, where I can select a beaker and then I can select a sink. I can keep it over here. I can move this wherever I want. Now if I want to make this big, I can just make it big like this way. Or if I want to make it small, I'll just zoom in like this. Now if I want to empty the liquid, again all I have to do is just rotate it like this, and then liquid is being emptied. If I want to refill the liquid, I can refill it like this. Then apart from that, there are other, as I told, there are other apparels over here which you can use over here. For example, say if I want to take a flask, I just take a flask over here, I can keep it. Then there are tripod, just keep a tripod. Now this is where if I want to do any experiment over here, I'll just use. Then there is an alcoholic lamp, I'll just keep it over here, and then I'll make this alcoholic lamp to burn. And then as it's burning, I can make this color to change. So I can make this color to change over here, where then I can say that after eating, this becomes H2SO4. These type of AI type of a diagrams which I can do. Same thing with other subjects is, for example, say if it's for physics, I can just use this physics, put here the bulb, then I can take a kind of power supply over here, then I can connect the wires over here, one wire to this and then another wire to this, and after connecting the wire, the lamp starts to glow. like these type of experiments which can be done in this interactive panel over here. Same thing with another tool is, for example, there are max tools as well. Like max tools I'll take. If I want to take, I got a compass, I got a protractor. Like I can just keep move it wherever I want. Compass also I can move it wherever I want. Now I can increase this radius over here. You see it automatically. And then if I want to draw a circle, all I have to do just move it like this way, and a circle is drawn, and then I can close it. Okay, same thing with protractor as well. Move it wherever I want. I want to increase and decrease the size like this. Then if I want to draw an angle, just move this, keep this to 70 degrees, say tick, and then I can close this, and then the angle is being drawn over here. So these type of tools, like different type of tools which you can start using for it. Apart from that, as I told you, like there are more resources over here where the teachers, there's a folder kept, it is for teachers particularly, where they can do these type of contents in their own, either in the staff room or at home. Bring it in the pen drive, just plug it on over here with the USB port, and then you can start bringing out these type of diagrams over here, and you can start enhancing your classrooms. Okay, now the other tools are, for example, there are other tools over here. Same thing as I told you, there's spotlight tool over here. If I want to show anything, I can just increase, decrease the size over here, move it wherever I want, like this, and then if I want to close it, I can close it. Then the other thing is, this one is called the desktop annotation, where I can use the Windows part of it and start writing, drawing and everything, and with the help of these tools over here. See, this is the tools over here, the note tools. With the help of these tools, where I can, for example, say if I open a kind of a video, I can just open a video like this. As this video is playing, where I can write, draw, annotate and everything. Say for example, a video is playing over here. Now I can use this tool, this color, and I can start editing on a live video like this. Okay, and now if I want to erase it, just use this, and I can start use this tool over here, eraser tool, and I can start erasing it like this way. Okay, and then if in case if I want to show some spotlight, this is how I can use the spotlight over here, and I can just move it wherever I want to show. I can keep showing it like the spotlight. If I want to decrease this size, I can decrease it like this, and I can show it, then I can close it. Then another tool is there which is called masking tool. Now this masking tool, we'll use it, for example, when say I'm opening a video like this and I'm starting to explain. That time most of the students will start concentrating on the video and not what I'm trying to tell. That time I can use this masking tool over here like this, and close the full video and start explaining to them first. So as I'm explaining, I can slowly start unmasking like this, or this way, either from this way top to bottom or from my left to right. I can start unmasking it and showing it to them. Okay, so this is how you can start using it. Then the other tools I'll show you. For example, I'll just play the video again. Yeah, the other tools I'll be showing is, for example, say if I want to take a snapshot of this live video and bring it into my notes software, that time I can use these tools over here. If I want to take a snapshot of the full page, I'll just click this first tool. You see this full page becomes as a snapshot. I can decrease it, keep it over here wherever I want it, then I can rotate it to the size. I can resize to whatever size I wanted, keep it over here, go back to my live video and start explaining. Or if in case if I want to take, say if I want to take certain particular type of snapshot, I can use like this. I just want these veins over here, I can just draw it like this way. You see only this type of a one come over here, keep it here, so I can discuss a little later on, and now I can go back to my live video over here. Okay, same thing like this, where you can start using these tools just to enhance your teaching. Okay, and there are many other tools are there which we'll be explaining to you while we giving you a full training session. Once these panels are installed in your classrooms, we will start giving you trainings. That time we will explain you more detailedly about every tools. So this is how you can start using this interactive flat panel display. Thank you.